This is Sir Hans Reviews, and this is going to be a very special video series starring me, Sir Creepy Reviews, and my cat, Mr. Chimney Nose Chimington. Some real shit though, it's creepy as fuck. Me and Kitty will take over the world. Isn't that right, little kitty? Is that right, little kitty? Yeah. Just eat it up, YouTube. Eat it up. But I did actually plan on talking about something in this video. This is Sir Hans Reviews, and this is going to be... Kitty's like, why'd you stop at me? This is going to be a video about how I think homeboy on the horse that does the flaming mace chain flip to a random stranger in the woods. Video basically explaining how that could actually be Coldhands, how I think it could be Coldhands, and if you don't think it's Coldhands, let me know down in the comment section. If you guys already haven't done so, make sure you click like, then you click subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and friend me on Facebook, because I'm active on all forms of social media. Thanks. Okay, so I'll start off with a brief description directly from the wiki page. It says, Coldhands is dressed in the mottled blacks and grays of the Night's Watch with a scarf concealing his face. His hands are black and cold as ice. You're as cold as ice. Foreigner. Most of you people watching me are probably too young to know who the hell Foreigner is. A great band from the 80s. But yeah, his hands are as black and cold as ice. He rides a great elk, not a zombified horse like I said. Zombified horse would have just been too badass. The whites have those. But yeah, anyway. A flock of ravens flies under his command, and he does not breathe. Well, there was no ravens in the trailer, that's for sure. But if he is in the show, they'll probably leave an aspect of his character, like the flock of ravens, out. Just cheaper, less CGI. They did have a flock of crows following around the White Walkers. You know, meh, they could do all this shit. They have $10 million per episode. Summer, that's actually Bran's direwolf, does not like the way that Coldhands smells, which is like dead meat, rotting flesh, just death, basically, like death incarnate, like what you would smell like after you die. And then you got back up and you walked around, and then you rode a horse, and you probably didn't shower for weeks on end. A little bit about Coldhand from the Bizhooks. In a storm of swords, he saved Sam and Gilly after they left Craster's keep. He did end up actually addressing Sam as brother. A little bit to know. That's why everybody's like, yo, he's Night's Watch. He's Night's Watch. He called him brother. He could be Dick and Tarley. Ooh, Coldhands is Dick and Tarley. What kind of name is Dick and Tarley? In a Dance of Dragons, Coldhands actually leads Bran, Mira, Jojen Reed, and Hodor north of the wall to go see the last Green Seer, Bloodraven, aka Brendan Rivers. Okay, so on their way to go see Bloodraven, Coldhands, this is in the Dance of Dragons, and this is while he's accompanying Bran, Mira, Jojen, and Hodor to Bloodraven. On their way, Coldhands actually ends up killing some members of the Night's Watch. Bran, while being warged into summer, finds out about this and then confronts him later on in their journey, and he's like, hey man, why'd you kill them? I don't know if he says anything to him, but his elk ends up dying also in the process of getting to Bloodraven. He says a few words in an unknown language, slits the throat. Mir helps him butcher the carcass, and they eat it. Last we see of this dude is he's fighting a whole bunch of whites in the entrance to the cave of Bloodraven, and Coldhands is just sitting there fighting off the whites, and they climb over some wall, and that's the last we see of him in the books. So long story short, this dude is a bad motherfucker, and it would be awesome if they were able to incorporate him into the show, adding along more book characters that have been left out that are too awesome to not be given their chance to shine in a Game of Thrones. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Sir Hans Reviews. This video has a lot more comedy than the more recent videos, but I tried to do something fun because that trailer was so awesome, and it still takes a few days to kind of let it sink in, because you start to connect the dots more and more. It's like, I don't know, we've been given a lot this season. I'm kind of glad they waited on giving us that trailer, because they did it right, as opposed to last year showing Bran having all those visions and he's not even in the fucking season. That made no sense last season. But yeah, make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, friend me on Facebook. This has been Sir Hunt's Reviews. The whole thing with this mustache was that I had a full beard, and I attempted to get a Peter Baelish goatee thing, and he has like a tilt and a and I didn't realize this has to be grown in a lot more, and I also need to work on my accent with him for about another week. Shut up and give me your money. This is Sir Creepy Reviews.